Redditors who cycle with loud external speakers instead of headphones. WTF, why? I don't do this and also find it very annoying. I would assume it is a safety thing in most cases though. Headphones block out everything, including cars and bikes move fast and are often in unprotected lanes, so I would assume the speakers are so that the rider can still hear a car coming up behind them over the music. I put one headphone in and keep the other ear free for this reason. Two people cycled past me yesterday, banging out some loud panpipe music from a JBL tube speaker. One of them was your average 20-something white guy in a glossy capuchon suit, and the other was a girl in non-branded athleisure wearing a full-on Native American headdress, feathers down to the waist, etc. I thought it was a bold way to conform to a stereotype in an atypical way. A few weeks ago I woke up at 2:30 a.m. to the sound of hip-hop blaring in the streets. I go to my deck and I see a grown man standing outside of my house blasting rap from a portable speaker, just standing there. I call his attention and say, "Hey man, it's 2:30 in the morning. What is wrong with you?" He looks to me in acknowledgement, ignores my request, and goes back to listening to music. I had some pizza that night, so I reached into the box and frisbeed a cold slice at "Hi monsieur." He looked at me incredulously, to which I replied, "Now fuck off before I get something heavier." A week later I saw him at a bus stop with an even bigger speaker, blasting it even louder. This time some locals surrounded him, tried to instigate a fight, but settled with taking his speaker and roofing it on a nearby restaurant. He missed the bus. Seriously, if you use a portable speaker to blast music in public and you're over the age of 13, then you have officially become honorary white trash, and I hope you overdose on methamphetamines. I don't blast music off speakers, but if you threw shit at me that would make me stay outside your place longer. Reverse robbery LMAO, they throw the stuff down to you and you don't even have to enter. You think that's annoying? Try announcing to a slow-waving cyclist with headphones in that you're trying to pass the Monsieur Deaf with the headphones in, and going deaf otherwise, given the damaging volumes needed to hear music on busy streets through in or over-ear devices. Life outside your home is never about your convenience. The streets are everybody's. Some of us like music while riding and try to keep everyone's safety in mind, despite the brief and minor inconvenience it might cause. Some of us pop earbuds in and tune the rest of the world out, which is arguably more self-centered and putting far too much faith in other users of the roads. Not about can cycling at all. Really. How many beachgoers have to suffer this same behavior? Some people are just self-absorbed, because it's extraordinarily dangerous to ride a bike in traffic with headphones on. And, of course, I want the world to hear my awesome music. Who cares if someone rides by on a bike with speakers? They're within earshot for what? 3 seconds? It's bad when they sit by you or a train for 30 minutes. But someone cruising by with open speakers shouldn't bother anyone. Depending on the state, wearing headphones may be illegal. You can get ticketed from the cops for that in my city. Biking with headphones in, I don't use either. One's annoying and gets you killed, and the other just get you killed. If your main method of transport is a bicycle and aren't wearing headphones because of the danger, how else are you going to listen to music? If they're cycling past, you hear it for a very short amount of time, barely enough to annoy anyone, and the people who hate it most likely would love to do it but give too much of a fuck to do it themselves. Where do they keep these loudspeakers? The canister outdoor speakers fit perfectly in cup holders. Here is a legit comment that may or may not be related to topic. Spin classes usually have loud music. Maybe the cyclist is replicating a spin class. I didn't even know this was a thing. I have tons of cyclists in my town. Never seen it, thank goodness. Because loud music is for the kids. Turn that shit up till your eardrums bleed. Check this dope drum beat. That wicked riff, rolling down the block smelling like weed. It's the way my pappy showed me. Shine up the rims. Trolling downtown for some young tight trim. Playing loud tunes to impress the youth. Poppin' perpetrators like John Wilkes Booth. All jokes aside, I don't do this. I've already killed everybody's ears with my screaming. There's an episode of South Park that specifically addresses this. I would love to have this answer as well. Better ventilation. I'm a biking DJ. I want to force people to know that I have really shitty tastes in music. It's a completely sane thing to do. Don't bring it up. If they keep it up, they might get hit. He who plays fire while he perspires must give no fucks and inspire. I can't hear car sounds with headphones, but I want to listen music while I cycle about 2 hours to my mom and back. Usually I'm not blasting it, but just have it loud enough to hear over the road and the wind. But it's so I can hear things better. As others have pointed out, my friends and my speakers link so we can listen to the same songs. I want to be able to hear cars and other noises. I also want to be able to hear my friend. I rarely listen to music when I ride alone, and if I do, it's with headphones. I've got a friend who does this, and when I ride with him it annoys the shit out of me. Whenever I ask all they respond with is, I don't give a f*** what anyone else thinks. Which I've tried to argue that I DC what other think either, but it's more out of respect and just being polite. But at this point I've given up, and only time I will bother saying anything is if I see kids around and their music contains strong language. I personally ride usually with earbuds, not noise cancelling, with music extremely low. I am talking level 2 or 3, if at all. Sometimes I ride with no music playing, but the earbuds just help keep me from getting a headache from the wind. If it's really busy around me or I'm riding on the road, then I'll remove the monsieur micro-penis, because I'm a douche and want to be the worst human possible. It's just like the folks that drive around pounding obscene amounts of bass from their cars for everyone to hear, but for the bumping beats on a bicycle crowd. It's illegal to use headphones when in bicycle on public roads where I'm from. Yes, even if you just use one. In the exact same way that headphones are also illegal on cars. I just don't listen to music when I bike, tbh. If I cycle with friends, it's because we can't use headphones. If alone, I don't hear music. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.